and welcome back to my channel. This is day 18 of me talking to the camera. The purpose of this challenge is to help me gain camera confidence, and please see the description down below for more information. That's referring to day 1. And up on my screen, you will see the guide I've been using to help me go through the challenge. It gives me different topics to talk about every day. And today we are going to be talking about my weaknesses and my strengths. So I actually have it written down to kind of help me guide me. So we are going to start with my weaknesses. So I would say one of my weaknesses is I have a hard time telling people no. It's just if somebody asks something of me, I get up and go, even if I don't want to. And that is something I really need to work on. It's okay to say no. I realize that. I just always want to people please and always have people like me. So in order to do that, if you tell people no, then they're more likely to get upset with you if you don't have like a legit reason. Like, oh, do you want to go do this? Sure. Maybe I'm not feeling up to it that day. I could tell them no. Or hey, can you do this for me? No. Oh, okay. And then I just don't want to like lose those nice points. So I am working towards that. Next is I get often stressed when it comes to stuff not working, or if we're on a timeline, or if we don't have a plan to do something. I find that I'm very stressed, and yeah, it's just at this point just become part of my personality, is that if things start going wrong, I start stressing. Let me see. I can't take criticism very well. I don't want to hear things that's bad about me, because growing up, I was always sensitive when it comes to people saying negative things about me. And when I'm being told that I'm bad at something, I don't want to hear it, so I just try to like make mental notes of things I might be bad at and try to do better. But obviously that's not gonna always work. Um, or if someone's gonna tell me that I'm doing something bad, maybe don't be so mean, but maybe that's just what I need to hear. Again, that's a me problem. Public speaking. I've been always bad at public speaking. Here I am, kind of public speaking. I am working towards that. I remember during my current job's interview, I had a round 2, and the person that I was interviewing with, he was our head of cybersecurity. And he's like, "What's your biggest weakness?" And I'm like, "Probably public speaking." Most people would say, "Oh, I can't, I don't know, I can't do this or I can't do that." It's a good example. Like, "Oh, I'm too hard on myself," or I'm overly organized," or I don't know. Um, and I'm like, "Nah, it's public speaking. I'm just bad at talking to people, and I want to work towards that." And here I am working towards part of my plan for that. Honestly, I should do a video on that, on my video on working towards my weakness of public speaking. Okay, so that are my weaknesses. Let's go to my strengths. My first one that I have listed is creativity. I always find that I'm constantly thinking about problems that are out there, such as, I'll use work for an example, is that I will always try to see, okay, well, we have an issue with XYZ. What can we do to help streamline this process to make it better? And so I'm constantly thinking, we've tried ideas, we've ditched ideas, we've tried, we're planning other things, we'll see if that works. If it doesn't work, we'll just scrap it. So I'm constantly thinking and having that creativity. Even at home, I'm constantly just coming up with things of, okay, I want to do this. How do I get to that? Same thing with my bow and arrow. It's, how do I carve the bow and arrow I did for the Renaissance Fair? Pictures up on the screen. I was like, how am I going to make a bow and arrow that looks like it's carved out of wood without carving it out of wood? So I was doing research and realized that people were making bows out of PVC, and I have a PVC bow now. It's not the prettiest thing ever, but we don't talk about that. Adaptability. I would say I have a pretty good adaptability that you kind of have to learn to work with the flow, which I feel like may go against my other strength of often being stressed. It's, if there's a change of plans, just kind of go with it, but if it strays too far out, it can also be a little stressful. But like at my job, things are constantly changing. Within the last 2 years, we've had so much change that it's like, well, what you gonna do? Let's see, my writing skills. I practically write things for a living, sorta. I write emails and I write documentation for processes, and I would say that my writing skills are on point for the most part. We have the occasional where I will, if I don't know the word for something, it'll say stuff or thingy, and I'm really bad at titles, like coming up with titles for like work documents. So I'll just title it the something 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 stuff, and my boss is like, "Yep, that's Megan." um, but yeah, so I would say my writing skills are a pretty good strength of mine. And I find that I'm a fast learner. So the way how I learn is you teach me, I write things down, and then I need to either write that up to have better documentation, and then I need to go over the process a ton of times to show that I actually understand the process. Because the moment that I stop using stuff, it's just gonna disappear from my brain. But when I'm picking up new things, I find that I'm a pretty quick learner. Is that all my strengths and weaknesses? Yes, that is all I have that I was actually able to sit down and think about. So thank you for watching my day 18, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Please consider liking and subscribing to keep up with my daily updates, and yeah, see you in tomorrow's video. Adios!